name is Marinell Agenbag. My student number is 04553642. And on today's podcast, I'm going to be a child specialist in infant physical development.
Hi guys, my name is Lesedi Phiri and my student number is 25241703. And today I'll be the host of the Baby Brains and Motley Legs podcast.
Hey guys, my name is Lunga Mkhatshwa. My student number is 238807333. I'm also one of the specialists.
Today I'm joined by two brilliant monkeys, Phiri and Mary, and we'll be busting some few myths, facts, and maybe we might play a game later on. So let's get straight into it. So now we'll start with you, Mary. How are you?
I'm perfect, and you?
I'm very much good. So I need to understand, why is it so important for teachers to understand the development of infants and how their brain works?
Great question, Lesedi. The brain is in control of everything: behavior, learning, and emotions. If teachers understand how the brain develops, they can design better lessons and respond more effectively to learners' needs. For example, knowing that brain maturation affects learning readiness helps us choose the right strategies.
Love that. But I've heard that there are some few myths about this whole topic. So can you please tell me a few myths that you know?
Absolutely. My first myth is that we only use 10% of our brain, when in fact scans have shown that we use 90% of our brains. The only parts that's not being used are those damaged by injury or disease.
Imagine a doctor saying, don't worry, the bullet only hits 90% of your brain you don't use.
Exactly. Just like another myth that you're either right-brained or left-brained, when in fact both hemispheres work together. Yes, some functions lean more to one side than the other, like humor or speech, but learning involves networks across the entire brain.
So what you're actually saying is that teachers shouldn't label kids based on the creative or logical side of the brain.
Right. It's more helpful to focus on how experiences shape the brain. Thanks to neuroplasticity, that means every learner can grow and adapt with the right support and environment.
Okay, thank you so much, Mary. That was very insightful. Now let's go to Phiri. How do infants develop motor skills?
Motor development is amazing. In the first 2 years, babies go from lying in a fetal position to walking around, even running. Gross motor skills involves big movements like crawling, standing, and walking. Also, smaller actions like grasping, staking blocks, or feeding themselves.
And what's the timeline of these milestones?
Well, by 3 months, they are grabbing and missing. By 6, they sit and support. Around 12, most babies walk unsupported. By the age of 2, they can kick a ball, jump, feed themselves with a spoon.
And don't worry if your baby skips crawling and goes straight to walking. Crawling is not a requirement for walking in babies.
Exactly. But there are red flags teachers should watch for, like not sitting by 12 months or not walking by 18 months. This could signal developmental delays.
So, does culture and environment play a role in all of this?
Definitely. In Kenya, some mothers drop babies up to encourage movement. In Paraguay, babies are carried for safety, which delays motor practice. By the age of 6, most kids catch up regardless for early stimulations.
Okay, now let's talk senses. How do babies perceive the world?
Infants can see from birth, but their vision is weak. Over time, they develop depth perception, which helps them avoid danger like not crawling off the ledge. The The famous vision clips experiment showed that babies can sense depth earlier than we thought.
And perceptual development links to motor skills. As babies gain control of their bodies, they explore more using their hands and eyes.
So it's all connected to the brain, body, and senses.
Exactly. Teachers should understand these links to support holistic development.
Thank you so much for that. Now it's time to play a fun game. So I'm gonna ask each of you guys a question, and then you're gonna give me an answer. And each correct answer is 1 point.
Okay.
And now we're trying to see who is the best, or who's the
Who's the
brain
champ?
champion. Yes. Now, true or false? We only use 10% of our brains.
False.
What's the term for the baby abilities to change and adapt?
Neuroplasticity.
Correct. Which hemisphere is responsible for most speech functions?
It's the left hemisphere.
Correct. At what age do most babies walk unsupported?
Around 12 months.
Correct. What grabs uses thumb and index finger?
It's princess grip.
Correct. True or false? Crawling is required before.
False.
Looks like we have a tie. Seems like everybody knows baby stuff, so now it's time to wrap it up. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning into our podcast. I think today we've learned about the infant development, the brain, the senses, and the bodies. Hope to see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.
See you guys next week.
My name is Felice. Okay.
Today I'm joined by
Used is the parts that's been injured. No, okay. Parts of our
minds, which is we'll cut that part.
Yeah, it's fine. You can just continue.
You can go.
Sorry.
Okay.
Week.